Breaking news! I don't even know what to do with my hands right now. For the past year and a half, all we've tried to do here is open Broncos country's eyes to the truth. This team is not just good, they're being built into something special. Forget the noise from the national media. They've been late to the party every step of the way. But now, even they are starting to catch up. Even NFL.com is calling the Denver Broncos the fourth best team in the entire AFC. That's not hype. That's recognition. That's validation. And we're going to break it all down right now, because the signs are everywhere. This is shaping up to be a dream season. But before we break down how the Broncos not only crushed free agency and the draft, but might also be walking into one of the most favorable schedules in the league, hit that like button if you've never stopped believing. If you've defended this team at work, in the group chat, on Twitter, smash that like and drop a comment. Go Broncos! My heart bleeds orange and blue. Now let's talk facts. This roster went from having the second youngest team in the NFL, with the biggest dead cap hit in history and a rookie quarterback, asterisk, and still made the playoffs, asterisk, to suddenly being in position to win the AFC West. That's not a pipe dream. That's a real, tangible possibility. And the national media is starting to get nervous. Start with the schedule. Even before it drops officially next week, we know some key pieces, and it's already stacking in Denver's favor. The Broncos will have 9 home games and only 8 road games. That's a huge advantage, especially early in the season when teams visiting Mile High struggle with altitude. And of those road games, one is expected to be a neutral site game in Germany against the Colts, followed by a Week 11 bye. That is the absolute perfect setup. No early bye to derail the momentum, and one less true road game to wear down this roster. Now compare that to what the Chiefs and Chargers are facing. Both division rivals have harder schedules based on 2023 win percentages. The Chiefs are ranked 11th in schedule difficulty, the Chargers 11th as well. Denver, 15th. That may not sound like much, but when the margins are tight, it matters. And when you dive deeper into travel, it gets even better. The Chargers, based on distance alone, are going to rack up some of the most flight miles in the league. They're flying to Florida twice, New York, and Dallas, long hauls that take a physical toll over a 17-game season. Add in the fact they'll be facing elite teams like the Eagles, Ravens, and Lions at home, and suddenly the idea that they'll be able to outpace the Broncos in this division starts to crumble. Now let's talk about the actual team, because all the schedule talk means nothing if you don't have the roster to capitalize on it. But guess what? We do. We have a stacked roster. Bo Nix has been called every name in the book since draft night, but now national fantasy analysts are putting him as the 5th highest ranked QB heading into 2024. That's ahead of guys like Brock Purdy and Justin Fields. Why? Because for the first time since high school, Bo was in the same system for consecutive years. That kind of continuity matters. It means faster decision-making, better timing with receivers, more comfort with protections, and it's all happening in a Sean Payton offense. Let that sink in. But Bo's not doing it alone. He's walking into a weapons-rich environment. You've got Evan Engram, a massive upgrade at tight end. You've got a stable of wide receivers, from explosive speed guys like Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin to physical route technicians like Pat Bryant. And behind him, one of the most underrated backfields in football. R.J. Harvey and Audric Estime are not just solid young guys. They are data-backed, film-proven talents who produce even against stacked boxes. That's not just me talking. We've got visual evidence. Shout out to Mile High Mario for posting the chart that proves it. Against the heaviest defensive fronts in college football, Harvey and Estime were among the most productive backs in the entire class. Now add Evan Engram to the mix, stretch the defense horizontally and vertically, and guess what? You can't stack the box anymore. Harvey and Estime are going to eat. They're going to run wild, and Denver's going to control the clock like it's 2015 again. On the other side of the ball, let's not even waste time arguing. Pro Football Focus said it. Denver has the best defense in the NFL, and they're not wrong. Last year, we were 3rd. Then we added Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga. Then we drafted Jade Barron, a corner so talented he probably should have gone in the top 10. We somehow got him at pick 20. Add that to a defense that already had Pat Certain too, Zach Allen, John Franklin Myers, and a healthy Josie Jewell, and we're not talking about a good unit. We're talking about a wall. This defense is built to win championships. It's fast, it's physical, and it's deep. And if Bo Nix simply plays within the system and takes care of the football, the Broncos are going to be in every single game. So why are we hearing people like Ed McCaffrey, who's still tied closely to the 49ers, come out and praise this offseason? Because they know what's happening. They see it. They know Denver stole Evan Engram. They know they picked R.J. Harvey out from under other teams. And they know this defense is going to be a nightmare for any offensive coordinator. And let's not forget, Sean Payton is the winningest coach in NFL history in the month of October. When the weather gets cold and games get physical, he knows how to stack wins. That matters. Coaching matters. So Broncos country, you tell me, who's stopping us? The Chiefs? Their schedule is tougher. Their travel is heavier. And they've got to come to Denver, where the crowd is going to be out of their minds. The Chargers? We already talked about it. They're set up for a travel nightmare and have no continuity at quarterback. The Raiders? Come on. It's our time. Drop a comment right now and tell me, how many games are we winning in 2024? Do we take the division? Do we win 11, 12, 13 games? Let's go bold. And while you're at it, smash that like button and subscribe, because this ride is just getting started. The national media is starting to believe, but we've known all along. And let me tell you, Broncos country, the deeper you look, the more it all makes sense. Every piece is falling into place, and we're not just talking about a fluke season, we're talking about sustainable success. This isn't a team that stumbled into a few good draft picks. This is a front office and coaching staff working in lockstep, executing a long-term plan, and doing it with laser precision. That's why Bo Nix wasn't just a reach, he was the fit. That's why guys like R.J. Harvey and Audric Estime weren't just flashy picks. They're part of a full-on identity shift in how this team is going to win football games. Let's go back to that key term, identity. For years, Denver lacked it. We were caught between trying to relive the glory of the Manning era and patching holes with temporary fixes. But those days are over. This team knows who it is now. Tough in the trenches, balanced on offense, explosive on defense, with a quarterback who's been underestimated his whole career and now gets a chance to prove the world wrong again. And speaking of that defense, just imagine this. You've got Nick Benito coming off the edge with a full offseason of development under his belt. You've got Baron Browning, healthy and re-energized. You've got Jade Barron, who's not just a slot corner, he's a playmaker. Add that to Pat Certain locking down WR1S, Riley Moss growing into a solid rotational DB, and two headhunters at safety in Hufanga and PJ Locke. This unit is going to fly around. But what makes this defense even scarier is the rotation up front. Zach Allen, John Franklin Myers, Malcolm Roach, and the newest weapon, Quay Robinson. That man might have played just 340 college snaps, but he showed twitch, burst, and a motor that could translate to double-digit sacks in this league. You think quarterbacks are going to have time to set their feet against that front seven? Not a chance. And while we're on the topic of weapons, let's revisit the receiving core for a second. No, Denver didn't grab Marvin Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors, but what they did get is depth, chemistry, and fit. Troy Franklin already has years of timing with Bo Nix. That's not something you teach. That's something you inherit. Marvin Mims gives you the vertical stretch. Pat Bryant is the contested catch machine. Devin Vele can line up inside or out and create mismatches with his size. And Caleb Blonner? Don't be shocked if he becomes a red zone nightmare by midseason. That man is 6 feet 7 inches and can sky. Sean Payton knows how to unlock those traits. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Then there's Evan Ingram. Let's not overlook what that signing means. This isn't a gamble on potential. This is a proven 700 to 900 yard tight end who can split out wide, operate from the slot, and stretch linebackers to their breaking point. He's not just here to block. He's here to change matchups. Teams that load the box to stop Estime and Harvey are going to get torched by seam routes.